Bruh. Yo, what is good, everybody? Jackson Cooler back in another video. And this is my second time filming this video. But today, we have what have I learned in the past 3 months. Why am I choosing the past 3 months? Because this video will be going up on April 14th, 2020. I uploaded my first IG video on January 14th, 2019. I titled it Big Changes, and I talked about how I basically am going to make enormous changes in my life, which I have, and how I'm going to be trying to spread positivity and help people in as many ways as I can. Now, on this journey, I've learned a lot, and one of them is through my Instagram posts. So my first post, titled Big Changes I just talked about, it had 563 views, 25 comments. And from there, the views on every single video went down. So I'll go back to my most recent. 88 views, 1 comment. The one before that, 102 views, 0 comments. The one before that, 124 views, 3 comments. The one before that, 124 views, 0 comments. Why am I saying this? Because it's to show that the support will not always be there, right? And it puts me in a situation that a lot of people who want to make it big are in. Once they hit the point where they have nobody really outright supporting them, and they're just producing content for people to enjoy, but they're not really receiving feedback and comments and shit like that and likes, right? All these videos each have like 30 likes, but it's easy to get a view if you're just scrolling through Instagram, right? But even the views have gone down significantly since the start. I have lost about 100 followers since the start, but that's where I kind of love the aspect of this, is like it's always a grind. There's something to get better at, to look forward to, right? And even though the support will not always be there, I'm going to keep learning, keep working. And that's what I love about it. With my YouTube, from my Instagram, it feels like I'm building from the ground up. And once that starts to grow substantially and I get noticed or something like that, get a shout out, bang, you know how many followers it's going to bring in? You just have to keep grinding till that day, right? People who work their ass off aren't overnight successes, right? They work their ass off till they get their big break, right? So there really is no such thing. If you're a hard worker, there's no such thing as an overnight success. And I'm not trying to be overnight success, so we're going to keep working hard. Second thing, I cannot be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. Those are two things that go hand in hand, but I learned them both kind of around the same time, because for so long, personally, I've been a perfectionist, and I know that a lot of other people around me are, but it's impossible, because in reality, what is perfection? What is it? In my eyes, I've been thinking about it. Perfection was being essentially liked and viewed as perfect by everybody. Now that's impossible. Why is that impossible? Because everyone has their own opinions about me. Not everybody likes me. A lot of people don't like me, I'm pretty sure. But that's fine, bro. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. And I don't need to be perfect in anybody's eyes. I know who I am. And that's all that matters. You just have to know who you are, know that you are good in your heart and your soul and all that, and that you are a good person on the inside. And that's all that matters. Third thing, be positive and happy. I'm sorry, I got a note list right here, but I can't read my own handwriting. Be positive and happy. I have most definitely learned the importance of spreading positivity and happiness and having that as your mindset. They're both separate things, but they're both equally as important. I learned that spreading positivity and spreading happiness can change someone's life. Like that. But I learned that having a positive mindset and being happy, like being genuinely happy, it just increases the quality of your life. It really does. It increases the quality of your life. And my brother told me this, my older brother, and he said a positive mindset can change anything, right? It can do anything for you, and it essentially can. He's not wrong. It really, if you have a positive mindset, something bad happens, boom, you get hit with something terrible. If you have positive thoughts flowing into your brain, rather than, oh my god, this sucks, oh my god, my life is over, oh my god, I hate this, oh my god, what am I going to do? And instead you're saying, I can learn from this is going to be okay. You know, all these positive thoughts. It's going to change the way you view the situation, and it's going to change the way you come out of the situation. You're going to come out of the situation a better person, happier person, and everything will probably be solved quicker because you're going to be more level-headed versus, you know, in like a depressed, like frustrated state. And the fourth thing, I have a lot more things, but I didn't write them on this notepad for some reason. So the fourth thing is life is short, but you have a lot of time. It's kind of ironic because they're like opposites, but it's about finding a balance. So what I've learned is that life is short. Life could be taken from you at any moment. Perfect example, Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. He did not know that he was going to die that day. But he lived his life to the fullest till then. So make decisions that allow you to live your life to the fullest because you are unaware of if you're even going to be alive tomorrow. But barring that none of that crazy shit happens, you have a lot of time. If you are 20 years old, actually, if you're 30 years old and you're going to live till 90, just theoretically, you've only lived a third of your life. You still have 2/3 of your life left, and think about how much you've accomplished from 0 years old to 30 years old. Same thing for 20-year-olds, right? You got a quarter of your life left. If you're going to even live till 80, just 80, you got 75% of your life left. And think about how much you've done from 0 to 80. I mean 0 to 20. And 0 to 10 doesn't even count because you weren't even doing anything to really put you in the proper direction, right? So from 10 to 20 is when majority of your work was done to push you forward. So now you got all that time. Think about how much time is being added on. It's just insane. And what that is perspective. Now, I've learned a lot about perspective, and one is the one I just said, is the way that you view things around you. And the other one is understanding people's perspectives, like their points of view, the way they feel about other things. Both have come very in handy for me because the way I view the world, right? I woke up today. It's early in the morning. It's like 11 o'clock. I woke up today. I have a house, a bed, a home, a family, a healthy family. Nobody in my family's sick. And I have a lot to be grateful for in my life. That's perspective. Or you can wake up and look outside and say, shit, it's raining. It's raining. There's a virus. Life sucks. I gotta do all this shit in my house. I got all this homework. There's two ways to perceive the situation, right? And that's what's most important, because if you're perceiving the situation negatively, everything you do is going to be revolving those negative thoughts. Meanwhile, if you're doing it positive, it revolves around the positive thoughts. Understanding people's perspectives, though, is very, very important. Because for me, for so long, I thought it was my way or the highway, right? That saying. But it's really not, because everyone views things differently, and being open-minded in that sense allows you to really gain an understanding for how people view things, why they react to certain things, and things like that. It's so crazy to think about how we're all different and how we're all unique. And that kind of circles back to, I cannot be perfect. Nobody can be perfect, but you're unique, you're special, you're different. You are perfect in your own regard. You are perfect in your own way. And you can't let anyone take that away from you. But it's just a matter of being able to understand who you are as a person, not let anyone tell you that being unique or different is wrong, because nobody is the same, right? Even if me and this other guy, we look the same, right? We are two completely different people. Or even if me and this guy act the same, we look completely different, right? Even if we got the same hair or the same eyes, I got all this acne and he probably don't. So, but I think it's a matter of understanding who you are, then you can understand who other people are, right? Because if people are insecure about themselves and they don't like themselves, then how are you going to like other people, right? And that's been a thing for a while that I've been reading, is you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. And it's very true. It's very true. But the way to love yourself is to understand that the things that are different about you are the things that you should embrace the most. For me, reading has become a big part, and it's become a part of my life. It's not as big as other things, but it's become an important part of my life. My phone is standing up on a bunch of books right now, and the book that I've been reading for the majority of this past 3 months, because it's a very long book, is Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. And it's a phenomenal book, but it covers so much that you have to read it in small doses, right? You can't even read that much, right? Because there's so much information that you want to take in and understand. And it's a book that I recommend to everybody if you're trying to make significant changes in your life and you're committed to making significant changes in your life. But the only way you can make changes in your life is if you're committed. If you're committed to helping yourself, then you can make changes that immediately change your life. Like flip it upside down in a matter of seconds, right? And that's all about making decisions. And what I've learned from this book is a few things, actually. One of them is making decisions. The importance of making decisions. If you make decisions, you are in control of your life. You're not letting other people make decisions for you, right? If you can make decisions, you're able to live the life that you want based off of your decisions. This also applies to making decisions about your standards. And for me, several times with several people, friendships, relationships, I've lowered my standards for people. And from this book, I learned that you should not lower your standards, because if you set high standards for yourself and for other people, once you lower those standards for people are just going to keep walking all over you. There's no way around it. But if you continue to set those high standards, you're going to get the cream of the crop. And friendships, relationships, employees, bosses, whatever it is. And for me, I've changed my standards from, whatever, here, and I hired them so that that's just not happening again, right? I've learned a lot about myself throughout this, and just kind of controlling my emotions and understanding my emotions. There was actually a chapter I just read the other day about understanding why you react a certain way and how to combat that, with your thoughts or with decisions or with, actions. And it's just crazy how Tony Robbins understands the human brain, and how he's able to make committed people flip the switch. Because even if you're committed, you might not know necessarily how to make a significant change. He helps you with that. And that's something that I'm trying to learn, because if people ever need help, my DMs are always open. You can text me, Snapchat me, DM me, call me, whatever it is. I always got you. And with that being said, that is about it, I think. I've learned to not care what other people think. I think that is also one of the most important things, because in the beginning, the support is not always there, right? I started out with 500 views, now I'm barely scraping the surface to get 100, right? I was at 1,080 followers, now I'm at 980 followers. And that, it is what it is. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't care what other people think about me. I produce my content on Instagram to help people. I produce my content on YouTube to entertain people, and like for videos like this, help people. But at the end of the day, no one's going to stop me with their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, like I said, but no one's going to stop me if they think, oh, what he's doing is stupid. Right? I'm just going to put my head down, keep working, keep grinding, keep hustling. And my piece of advice for you is, if you have a dream, tell yourself that your dreams are attainable. Don't continue to be a realist, because everyone who had a dream, right, if you want to be a pro athlete, a pro basketball player, pro baseball player, and someone told you couldn't do it, you didn't just say, oh, okay, I'll go work at McDonald's, right? No, they kept working. They said, I don't care what he said, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to work my ass off to get there anyway. And that's why he was able to do what he did. You know, whether it's LeBron, Kevin Durant, Michael Jordan, Derek Jeter, any professional athlete, like Tom Brady, you know, 5th round pick. You know, the stories are not always the same, right? Tom Brady, 5th round, I think, I might be wrong on that, draft pick. In the NBA, so many 2nd round draft picks have become phenomenal players in the league. It's all about how hard you're able to work, you know, to get there, and when you get there, to continue to work hard. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to work hard till I'm in a position where I'm able to help many more people than I am right now. And with that being said, that is the end of the video. I'm sorry I kept you for so long. It's about to be a 17-minute video. I apologize, but I love you all. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.